together. The person in charge matters a lot less than the people joining the person towards a goal, purpose. There's no honor, dignity in deciding that one choice is better than the other, arguably. Kind of like having two neurons connected with synapses just stuck in the connection. And then finally a person gets tired, eventually they need to eat, eventually they just start to get frail. And what seems to be the problem in place has to do with people being afraid that they're just going to be automata, aimlessly going and doing what the other person says and wants. A thought, a possibility. Together has energy, direction, focus, and concentration. Fatigue, tiredness, and time, with entropy and age and awareness and focus and an eventual crash, like my neighbor next door who hears sounds and goes and starts hitting stuff. There's too much distraction. Their pin, well, their flag, well, their idea, well, their philosophy. In the brain, the synapses and the neurons, they're just psychedelic. And working against energy. Energy forms together to cause prayer, power, and lights. And production of important medical cures and treatments. And what gets so bonkers has to do with what these people in charge, the leaders and the politicians and the important people know they're doing and where they're going and how they're going and what the world will be like when they get there, and how much a person like me knows about their process. What's happening with the camouflage of security and safety in place. And then also the mistakes they're making the requirements for a person like me, brilliance and genius, a rocket ship flight to college to study medicine, a nice castaway, rest of my life working a job and going home and sleeping and eating and waking up and doing it again. A lot like these people are doing that I'm talking about now. Having difficulty, plain and simple, possibly disrupting consciousness and standing in the way of progress, to have prestige and honor and respect they deserve. A lot like being a doctor, thinking fast and going there now. A person's 18, they go to school, pre-med, medical school, doctor. Person has trouble learning, they go to English literature. Stop, wait, learn, and have to strategize with tactics, disregarding normal life, everyday world life, studying 12 hours a day, but never being able to meet the requirements of core classes. Not having the science, not having the math, not having the accomplishments of a different learner. In other words, going into the dark. Believing there's light at the end of the tunnel. Next to another doctor, student, learner, college admittant. Next to another human who chose consciousness. Who knew from the very beginning their capabilities, their brain, what their body could do, how many friends they needed, how many references they could gather, and how much work was needed to complete the entire process. Knowing the rules, knowing the requirements, and never questioning their goal, their purpose. Because of the empathy, the compassion, the positivity involved. Causing an observance from a person like me. how someone could inherently know so much, as if they were given this special ability and this gift to be so perfect and awesome and spectacular. Next to people like me who are dumb and brain dead and stupid. The separation has to do with the togetherness. Constantly being sucked and dragged towards the togetherness without any explanation other than what's right, correct, and the best. Any disruption to this world I'm describing gets called unusual, extraordinary. Someone with a lot of potential, a person with a lot of potential. Except not very many people know. What they can do, what they can say, and how much sense they can make. Understanding time, speed, direction, and most important, placement. Not always going next to the energy with the togetherness, and once in a while staying back or going even faster in a three-dimensional world. Not a flat video screen, not four walls, not five walls, not 20,000 pieces of wood making a structure, building, home. Towards infinity. Not next year, not tomorrow, not the next day, not a few minutes from now. Infinity. To find out. Are we all going to be together in the end? Are we all going to get together and solve a problem, or the unknown consciousness? What else might take place now? The end.